Welcome. This week's slow flow is mostly seated. There are a few portions on the hands and knees that can easily be skipped if you have any injury in the knees or wrists. When you're ready to begin, we will do so in a comfortable seat. Interlace your fingers together, and as you take a deep breath in, reach the hands overhead. Lengthen the spine, and as you exhale, begin to round, pressing into the shoulders and drawing chin to chest. Use an inhale to lengthen out again, and an exhale to curl back in. Take a handful of these, moving with your breath at whatever pace you choose to set. This time, as you inhale and reach the arms overhead, gently exhale and release them to your sides, and then down to the knees. Continuing with this motion, using your inhale to bring you up, stretching out the spine, the side body, and using your exhale to draw you back in. Place your left hand onto the floor and reach right arm overhead, and then gently switch sides, bringing right arm to floor, left arm overhead. Continue to alternate between sides and putting space between the hip and the rib cage. Bring your left hand to the floor, just taking a gentle fold over the knee. Use an inhale to come through center and an exhale to bring yourself over the left knee. Come to neutral, interlace your fingers behind the back and then draw them to the outer edge of your left hip. Eventually turning your gaze towards the shoulder. And then switch sides, bringing the hands to the outer edge of your right hip, and then drawing your gaze to the right. Release the hands and then wrap them to meet the shoulders. And bring your right ear to right shoulder, and then switch sides, drawing left ear to left shoulder. Just gentle movement in the neck here. Find your way to your hands and your knees, just creating some space. Place the big toes together and let the hips press back towards the heels. Your knees are welcome to be together or slightly separated if you would like a little extra space. And while actively pressing hips over the heels, also actively press into the forearms too. Take a handful of breaths here in Balasana, Child's Pose. Use an in-breath to lift the chest halfway up, and then an exhale to settle your way down over the right knee. Just feeling a different sensation of stretch here. This variation of Child's Pose. And again, an inhale to walk you up through center, and an exhale over the left knee. On an inhale, come back through center and sit up onto the heels. If this applies too much pressure to the knees, you're welcome to place a block underneath your seat or to sit onto a bolster. And take a few circles of the shoulders, rolling them forwards and backwards. Eventually making your way to your hands and knees for tabletop. Begin to take a few cat-cows, using your inhale to lower the belly like a hammock and gaze forward. Your exhale to press into the shoulders, rounding through the spine, and tucking chin into chest. As many of these as you may need to feel warmth and a bit of improved circulation through the spine. Turn your wrist creases so that they face the front and the elbow creases stack in front of them. Gentle movement here, whether you feel like pedaling into the hands, rocking side to side. Create fists and begin to press into each shoulder, just working a little deeper here into this space. Return to flatten palms. Circle your ankles, tap the tops of your feet out. Curl the toes underneath and begin to stretch that space out, pressing hips back to heels. Feeling a sense of release in the arches of the feet. Return through center. Uncurl the toes and come onto the tops of the feet. Press your weight into the left hand, reaching out through the right arm and the fingertips. And as you exhale, thread your arm through that space you created and turn your front hand into your knee. Be here for a few breaths, so take all the time you need in moving into any variations. If you'd like to play with balance here by lifting up the left leg, you're welcome to do so. Or simply just let the left knee remain by the right. And if you choose the balance variation, take your time to return back to two knees. Replant the left hand by your face if you chose to extend it, and press your way up to your hands and knees once more. Readjust yourself if you need to move slightly to the side of your mat or your towel. Press your weight into your right hand, reach out through the left, and again gently coming into this space. The right hand is welcome to extend out or to wrap behind your lower back. And take these variations nice and slowly. No rush. And when you're ready to exit, mindfully returning right knee to meet the left. Drawing the right hand back towards your face and gently pressing up. Take a moment or two to let the spine reset. Just a nice flat back. Eventually settling your way into a nice wide-kneed child's pose. Begin to draw the elbows slightly together so that you can place the palms together in Anjali Mudra and raise them over the head, just adding in an additional shoulder stretch. Mindfully release the hands back to there. Interlace the fingers. And begin to stack your hips back over the knees, rocking onto the crown of the head. Interlace the fingers and draw them overhead. Slowly trying to draw them a little bit closer overhead and towards the earth in front of your head. Very gentle with this space, not pushing past the point of where your edge is. Release the hands to the lower back to protect the shoulders as you're ready to come out. And make your way to your hands and your knees. Cross the ankles over and find a comfortable seat. Extend the right leg out and draw your right arm into the outer edge of the right leg. Pinky toe side of the foot. Let the left arm reach overhead. Just creating some space here in the side body. Inhale to come up and exhale, turn your torso towards the right leg, folding inward. Use an inhale to draw yourself up, back to your seat. And switch sides, extending the left leg straight out and bringing the right leg to the inner edge of your thigh. Reach left arm to the outer edge of the left foot and draw the right arm overhead, putting space in between hip and the rib cage once more. Really root into the seat as you reach out. Inhale to come up. Turn yourself to your straightened leg and exhale, fold in. So inhale to slowly return to center, finding a comfortable seated position. And this will conclude today's slow flow. If you would like to continue your practice, you are welcome to complete any of the other videos in my series, or take this time to sit in meditation or savasana if this will be all that you need for this day. Namaste.